Hi everybody, I hope you're all keeping well. It's Friday the 29th of October and this is the Protection Update. Now I'm going to start by talking about some upcoming events that we've just announced, and these are very special. Why? Because they're going to be face to face, back on the road. Yes, we're coming out to see you at our November regional roadshows. I've just recently completed 6 months of working for the Right Mortgage and Protection Network, and I've not been to the office yet. I've only met a handful of you, the advisors within this network, and I've not yet had a face-to-face conversation with hardly any of the people that I work with. We've all had to learn to adapt how we do things over the past 18 months. I'm sure we're sick of talking about it, but I do think there have been some positives. But at the same time, there have been a lot of negatives. Let's not kid ourselves. COVID has been an awful time in our lives, and the sooner we can completely put it behind us, the better. As people, we don't like being told that we can't do something, that we can't go somewhere. When things are taken away from us, it hurts. I was at the Protection Guru Awards last Friday in London, and it was a bit emotional. Most people in that room hadn't been out for 18 months, all stuck in the little rooms doing Zoom meetings. Our industry is a people business, and people buy from people. Your clients buy from you. And we've really missed not being able to get together in an actual physical location. So we've announced 6 regional roadshows and we'd love you to come along, but these are happening quite soon. In fact, week commencing the 8th of November, we're going to be in Cardiff, Newbury and London, and then week commencing the 15th of November, we'll be in Edinburgh, Manchester and Birmingham. Now obviously I'm talking to you in my protection update, but these roadshows will not just be about protection. We'll have a mortgage lender, a general insurance provider and a couple of protection providers, and the themes that we're looking at are social media, focusing on quality from a protection perspective, as well as business growth, lead generation and client retention strategies. They're focused on business development ideas and they will be good and they're definitely long overdue. So all you've got to do is register. Now I've added the registration links to each of the roadshows to this protection update, so please press the button, register. We'd love to see you in a couple of weeks' time. But of course, don't forget the biggest event in 2021, the National Training Event. Yes, it's going to be great to be back on the road, but of course, don't forget to register for our NTE. We've got a really good lineup and the production and user experience of the virtual format will be improved from what we had back in May. Yes, it's online, but you'll be able to put your feet up and tune in from the comfort of wherever you happen to be. Now, I've added a registration link to this protection update, so please do register. And let's see if we can break the record for attendees at what will be, very hopefully, the last online conference we ever do. Now, if you pick up any of the industry trade press at the moment, you'll see it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I think sometimes it is good to pause just for a moment because there's always so much going on. It can be difficult to take things in, especially when you're busy, and sometimes it feels like white noise. But here's the thing. We naturally associate critical illness policies with cancer, don't we? I think we do. But when you look at females, breast cancer is overwhelmingly the biggest type of cancer that female policyholders actually claim for. I think all the 2020 claim stats have now been released, and when you look across the various providers, it is quite eye-opening. Aviva reported that breast cancer was by far the most common reason for critical illness claims amongst women. In fact, 42% of all individual critical illness claims made by women were for breast cancer. That meant that Aviva paid out £63 million or just over to those claimants. But it didn't quite stop there in terms of the impact of breast cancer, because 2 claims were actually made by men. So it's not completely unique to women. And Aviva also reported that they paid well over £1 million in income protection claims where the reason for claiming was breast cancer. If you look at another big life company, Royal London, their claims guide does break down all of the individual types of critical illness claims by type, which makes it quite easy to work out some of the numbers. So if you look at their claim book from 2020, I've worked out that from all the female critical illness claims last year, it was actually 58% were for breast cancer. There were 284 breast cancer claims in total. One of them was for a man. If you take the total number of female critical illness claims, that's 491, which if you work it out, that shows that significantly more than half of all claims for women are for breast cancer. It's a scary subject, And these are topics that not many people enjoy talking about, but as I always say, you can't stop bad things from happening. As an advisor, you can't, but you can help fix the finances. That's what protection is all about, and it's worth getting serious sometimes when we're talking about serious subjects. Now, we've been running with the income protection theme over the past few weeks. In fact, since Income Protection Awareness Week, which kicked things off back in September, we've been running our own Better Sick Pay Schemes workshops, which many of you will have attended. But to supplement that, we've published different podcasts each and every week. So over the past few weeks, we talked to Carl from LV about their mortgage and rent cover, which is a type of income protection. We also spoke to John from National Friendly about their accident-only income protection, which is another really good innovation to the market. And this week, I caught up with Jamie Page, who's our new key contact at the Exeter, and we spoke more generically about the need for income protection and some ideas to help you along the way. So that Protection Insight podcast is attached to this protection update, so please do check it out. But remember, all the other protection podcasts can be found on the Advisor site. All you need to do is click on Protection at the top menu, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and open up the Podcasts and Insights page. Now, finally, I mentioned before Protection Guru, I went down to London last week and we were shortlisted in a couple of categories, but alas, we did not bring back the trophy. But even still, to be shortlisted to just 3 for the best protection network for advice, well, that's still not bad, and it was a great achievement. But one of our own did win, so congratulations to you, Carla Edwards. Relatively new to the Right Mortgage and Protection Network, but Carla's efforts on social media have been noticed, and she scooped the award for best use of video social media. So really well done. So that's it from me for another Friday protection update. Don't forget to register for the events that we mentioned before. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.